Thank you for watching Inspire Forward. Today we have an amazing client that had spectacular results. We're going to talk about that today. Her name is Carmen Reyes. Carmen, thank you. Thank you for joining us, for saying yes to Inspire Forward and to share your story so we can hopefully inspire hundreds and thousands of people out there that have the same or similar story as mine and as yours. So Carmen,
Yes.
can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Hey guys. Hi. My name is Carmen and I am a wife and a mom. I work full time, also going to school. And so, yeah, my life is a little hectic.
And you also have a business.
But yes, I have a business as well. So trying to juggle all that at one time. And then, I had the whole idea of like, hey, let's throw something else in my plate and let's do this weight loss thing. So
So what brought you here?
I actually bumped into one of your Inspire ads, and being that I know you from the dance ministry and everything. So I was like, wait a minute, she's doing this whole weight loss thing, and oh my gosh, she's lost so much weight, and she's a real person because I know her, and da 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 da. And so I saw that, and I was talking to my husband, and I was like, babe, you know what? I think it's time for me to start losing weight. I know that this has been something that it's been ongoing, and I've been saying it, and I get into it, and then it's just like I stop halfway, but I'm not getting any younger. And really things are starting to kind of like flip in my system that I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Is this age going, kicking in? Because my knees were starting to hurt. And so I was like, okay, no, this has got to be weight. And several years ago, back in 97, I had a car accident. And I have a herniated disc and a dislocated disc. Never did the operation just because I don't like needles or anything like that. And so I've noticed that anytime I have put on weight, my back decides to lock, and I have so many issues with my back. And then when I got on a diet, and this was back then when I got on a diet, which was getting into another program that I had gotten into, I lost 70 pounds in that program. And that was in a matter of about 9 months. This was years ago. And I noticed that my back, I wasn't having any issues with my back or anything like that. Moving forward, my weight has always been fluctuating. So it's been up, it's been down. And I've noticed every time that, when I gain the weight, my back hurts. When I don't, we're good. Nothing happens. But this time around, I was like, I'm not getting any younger. Things are progressing, getting older in age. And I was like, I don't want to deal with this. I want to be able to be good for my grandkids, for my kids, now that, I have a 19-year-old and a 15-year-old. And so it's like, I need to get, I need to get good. And not only for them, but for myself as well. So I want to feel good.
You still have a lot of life to live.
Yes, and I want to live long. So,
it's like you were listening to your body, and your body was telling you, listen, you've lost weight before, and I was feeling a whole lot better. And so you gained weight back, which happens to all of us. And so it's time to like hit that reset button again and bring down your weight again. So then your body can be happy again.
Yes,
right?
yes,
You can live longer. So this is the
yes.
question that most people are probably waiting for. How much have you lost at Inspire?
Well, total weight loss is, to be accurate, is 39.2 pounds. And this has been since January. So it's the beginning of this year.
Pounds in less than 4 months.
Yes, yes. And I know you guys are probably saying, wait, how is that happening? How can that happen? Well, trust me, it happens. And all natural.
But the losing phase of the program was 8 weeks, more or less?
Yeah. I think we did the 6 weeks. No, you're right. 8 weeks. 8 weeks. Yes.
So you've been
Yeah,
maintaining
yes.
already for a little bit.
I have, and I have been maintaining it good. It's been a good spin. I thought I was very nervous about it, very nervous about whenever I completed the program. It's like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to continue losing weight? Am I going to have to feel dependent on something so that, I continue losing weight? And in actuality, just keeping the same regimen, the same thing that I was keeping on while I was on the program, and I'm doing that now, is what's actually been helping me. I mean, I'm close already to getting out of the 200s. And so for me, that's that's amazing. For me, that's
I'm so
super.
excited. So
Yeah.
like while you were on the program, you were learning it, because one of the things that Inspire that differentiates us from everybody else is that we really, really, really want our clients to learn nutrition and adopt new habits.
Yes.
And no matter who you are, no matter what culture you come from, doesn't matter what age you are, so then you can sustain it long term. And so
Definitely.
you've been maintaining for several weeks now, and you're doing amazing. But can you also share your size?
Yes, I can. So when I started in the program, I was getting into 18. So let's safely say I was in an 18. And here today, May 26th, I am a 14 going into a 12.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh. And you're not done yet.
yes.
So
No, 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 not done
you'll
yet.
be in the 90s and single digit size soon. I am so
Yes,
excited for you. Okay,
yes,
so I always say, like, we celebrate, and it's so amazing, and it really is like what we can see in the external, but also like what we can't see, the internal, what's happening internally in your body by losing this fat, because we say weight, but really it's fat loss.
right. Yes.
Is so important, that the health component, and so that's why, like, I get chills, because I actually have chills. And I get so excited because I think about both, right? Like how good you feel in your new outfits, and
Yes.
what you see in the mirror, but then also like what we can't see is so much better too. So I am so excited for you, Carmen. Tell me, like,
Thank you.
what are your like top takeaways from doing the program?
One of my top takeaways, like in what sense?
Like learning, like things that you learned
Oh,
that you took away with you, that it's always going to be with you, things that maybe were life-changing, or maybe
oh
even things
yeah,
that were
definitely.
challenging that now they're not challenging anymore, like anything.
Definitely. Well, one of the takeaways from here was learning the numbers,
Mm,
learning my numbers in that consultation.
mm,
Numbers that when you go to the doctor, and in reality, when you go to nutritionists and things like that, and not to knock the nutritionist out or anything like that, right? But they don't get into that whole deep, like assessment of you, and especially when it comes to the numbers, like the visceral fat and things like that. Like, I learned so much in that consultation and throughout my journey, that knowing that I was at a number where it was very crucial for my health, and that's something that you don't see, right? Because that's internally, and you don't know these things unless it's presented to you. And so learning that I was in that stage where it was super crucial, to now being like, I am out of the danger zone thing. It was, oh my gosh, literally it was. I think that for me, yes, I'm gonna say plus. A plus is that, now I feel good. I'm getting into, my cuter clothes and all that. But the biggest thing for me was to know that my numbers are low. All those numbers are low. I mean, guys, I was my body when I came into Inspire was at a 90-year-old. Now I'm at a 78, and maybe even lower. So knowing this is is the huge takeaway for me. Also being able to change the way that I eat, because now it's not even the fact that, oh, okay, so I lost weight and that's it. No, now I'm eating cleaner, and one of the biggest, like the biggest thing for me is just like, even now that I'm at the maintenance stage, where we're doing the whole 80/20, I am so conscious about what I put in my body now. And even if I can have those days where I can, you know, enjoy my time, my life that day, that I can be able to enjoy food, I'm so conscious, just because that's something that you take away from all of this. It's crazy. But I listen, guys, I was a carb freak. Like, I love bread, and I would leave a meal to have bread. I don't miss bread anymore. I don't.
You can eat
I
it,
don't.
you can eat it, but
I I
you're
can.
not dependent on it. Like your craving,
Right.
desire.
Right.
Oh,
Yes.
that's so good. That's what
Yes.
makes it.
Yes.
That's why you're successful on maintaining, because you had that metabolic programming, that new habit
Yes.
form. I mean, I remember when we did the consultation and you were like, I'm Puerto Rican. You know, it's like I'm like I'm Cuban. I get it. I get it 100%. And I remember when you first started, how you would text me and you're like, I gotta eat lunch. I don't know what to eat. And I'm like, okay, don't worry about
Yes.
it. We're here. And now it's like I don't hear from you, because like you got this.
Yes. Yes.
Like
And
that's
that was another big key, that you guys were always available. You guys, even though I'm pretty sure I used to ask the quirkiest things, but you guys were always there supporting. Like, you guys don't, like, I'm just gonna say, for me, like, you guys didn't leave me. Both, Coach Kimmy, both and the girls too. I mean, it really was, it was an inspiration. It was, and I'm not gonna, you know what, let me not even say was, it is, because still it is. And it's a big key to all of this, because you can go to all these other, places, diet places, and now the injections that people are doing and all this stuff, but are you even gonna get the support that you need from them when you're stuck? And in Inspire, you get that support. It's like
yeah,
hands on, hands on. And I really, 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 really thank you guys, because you guys are part of my transformation. You guys are a huge part of my new lifestyle. So
I love it. Well, I have to
definitely.
tell you that
Thank
you are an inspiration.
you.
Um,
Aw, thank you.
not just us, but you did the hard work. We were just there guiding you, giving you the tools, cheering you on, correcting you if we had to.
Yes,
Right? But
exactly.
but you did the work,
Yes.
and now I mean, not how many people have you inspired already? Like
Oh my
there's so
gosh.
many people that have come because of your story, and so many more to come. And I just want to thank you
Yes,
for trusting us with your friends and family members that you've sent to us, but also like thanking you for being part of our movement of inspiring people to get healthier, and keep it off, and do it in a sustainable way. So if there's anybody out
definitely.
there watching that are on the fence, like I was at one time and you were at one time, what are like two or three things that you would tell them, um, to encourage them to get started with their journey?
Well, I can say that, okay, when I started Inspire, I decided to keep myself, right, to push myself and to keep myself accountable. I started tracking my weight loss journey. I did videos and I posted them on Facebook and Instagram. I tagged you guys as well. And I put myself out there, right? A lot of people were reaching out to me and they're like, wow, I commend you, or I congratulate you, because to put yourself out there, you're like really putting yourself out there. You're like, you're leaving yourself vulnerable for so much. But when I started getting messages where people were like, wow, you're an inspiration. Thank you so much. Your courage has pushed me to be able to, take that step. And, and hearing from one of the girls that said, you know what, I saw your side by side that you put up not so long ago, and she's also in the dance ministry, in the ministry realm, and she was talking to her husband, and she's like, oh my gosh, babe, look, I know her. Look, like this program really works. Like, I know her. I know how she was and to what she is now. And my gosh, this is working. And I told her, listen, it's all about your mindset. If you don't put yourself and tell yourself, listen, this is all part of self-love, point blank. And if you don't put that in your mind, if you don't do that with that initiative of loving yourself, taking care of yourself internally, outside, and everything, it's like it's not going to be able to work for you if you don't commit to yourself, because you're not going to be committing to Inspire, you're not going to be committing to your husband, you're not going to be committing to your family, you're going to be committing to yourself. And that's in a whole ball, that is completely like the whole thing. And if anybody's out there feeling like, my gosh, I don't have no hope, I've done this, I've done that, there's nothing has worked for me, I was there. Trust me, I was there. And just by the fact that the beginning of the year, I had someone super close to me and super dear to me that opened up my eyes to loving myself, because I wasn't loving myself. And my first step to that was exactly this, was to push myself to lose the weight. And it works. God works the way he works. And Inspire was literally like the first thing that I saw when I opened up my social media after speaking to my spiritual mom, because that's who pushed me, who took literally the blindfold off my eyes to really look at myself, because I wasn't looking at myself. I was worrying about everybody else but Carmen. And Carmen needed to take care of herself. And Inspire was that huge opportunity for me to do it. And so, and I don't regret it, not one bit.
Carmen, I just want to thank you. Like, not only that you came to, you agreed to do this video and share your journey and your results, but you also have put yourself in a place of being transparent and vulnerable so that you can inspire other people with that story, because it gets me a little teary-eyed. Because I feel like we've all been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that
it's
place
a struggle.
and we look at the mirror and it's like, how did we get here? And in the place that we have to make a decision to put ourselves first, after God, and say, yeah, it's okay to have self-love, and it's okay to take that step to do whatever. Look, now my nose is red. To do whatever is required to step back into that place of feeling good in your skin, having happiness and joy in your life again, walking with confidence, not being afraid of being in a picture, not being afraid of being naked. So many things that comes with weight gain and feeling that we're kind of like we've lost ourselves in a sense, and then now we're regaining that back and kind of like finding ourselves again. And it's like so much more than weight loss. It's just so much more than weight loss. Weight loss is just like a conduit to help us get back to that place. And so it's super important that people do the right program with the right support, and a program that is sustainable, that they can continue staying in that place of loving themselves. Because everything requires maintenance, and weight loss requires maintenance. And and the only way that people can do that is by putting themselves in a position of adopting new habits and keeping themselves in that place of it's okay to focus on themselves, and that's really where the work happens, because you have to stay on yourself every single day, you know, because those temptations
Nobody,
are always going to be there for sure. Carmen,
yeah,
thank you. Oh my gosh, we can talk for hours.
I
I really
know,
think
I
you should
know.
own Uninspired Weight Loss. Like, come on. You're an amazing coach. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to start praying about that. Anyways, thank
Hey,
you
you
so
never
much
know. You
again.
never know.
You never know. Thank you so
Yes.
much again.
No,
And for
thank
those of you guys
you.
that watch this, thank you for investing your time and watching Carmen's story. As she was sharing, and if this like hit a nerve and you're like, man, yeah, I'm in that place, and you're being really honest with yourself and saying, yeah, I'm in that place and I need help, reach out to us. Like, there's no
Yes.
judgment. This is a safe place for you to come and share your story. And we're gonna be like, okay, this is what you need to do, and this is how we're gonna do it. And then we're gonna be with you every step of the way. So inspireweightloss.com, contact us. We are here to help you. Thank you again.